Hello and welcome back to Jack Knives Reviews. I'm of course your host, Jack Knives. And welcome back to JACK-O-WEEN. Being pulled from our skull of madness is pretty apropos, considering we are reviewing The Voices. Jerry is an unmedicated schizophrenic who lives with a dog named Bosco and a cat named Mr. Whiskers, who talk to him as the angel and devil of his life. Through a series of circumstances, his coworker Fiona, who he had a crush on, ends up dead. Jerry puts her severed head in his fridge as she begins to tell him to kill again. Now, people go into this thinking they know what to expect. It's a Ryan Reynolds movie. You're going to get snarky quip, one-liners, but this isn't that Ryan Reynolds. No. He's far more subdued. He's far more subtle. He's far more kind. If anything, his animals are more quippy than him, which are, funny enough, voiced by him. How the dog has more of a kind of Sam Elliott kind of Western voice, and the cat has more of an angry, evil, demonic voice. I do love how it plays on this narrative of back and forth between the real world and his world. Considering he's unmedicated, it's kind of like, oh, okay, so you could see when he does make the medication, the world is terrible. His world sucks. So, of course, he's going to stay unmedicated. It does have a lot of comedic elements. I mean, there's the head in the fridge is talking to him, or puts her on the tabletop and she just begins talking, like chit-chatting like nothing's going on and all this stuff. It's like a comedy show at Jeffrey Dahmer's house, basically. What I do enjoy is that Ryan Reynolds is more appreciated now, but back in the early days he was still kind of trying to find himself, and this is like right at the tail end of him finding himself. But he does have some range, and this movie shows a pretty decent amount of his range. Not a huge amount, but just a decent amount. I do find it kind of funny how he's like simultaneously not very obvious but overly obvious, if that makes any sense. He's goofy in the sense that he's awkward, but he's not too awkward. There's something about this movie that just feels a little, not unhinged, but more incomplete, I guess. Maybe there's just a little more that could have been added to the movie. But as it stands, it is a good, fun movie if you're into that morbid, dark sense of humor like I am. It is kind of a fun watch. And if you want to see early Ryan Reynolds and early Anna Kendrick kind of play off of each other, you get that too. Come back for another fun trip into our season of horror with JACK-O-WEEN.